Hey guys, I'm with my friends right now. Say hi, please.
Hi, I'm Sophia.
Hi, I'm Chana.
Hi, I'm Sohail.
Hi, I'm Rachana.
And I'm Nita. So, how you guys doing?
Actually, I've been doing fine. There's nothing going on lately.
Everything is just fine. I'm just a happy person. That's all.
Is it? You don't look like you're fine though.
Go shut up.
My bad, sorry.
I think the weather is pretty bad. It's been hot lately.
It's fine. It's fine.
Yeah, it's fine. Everything is so fine and we're so free, guy. Like, we're so unemployed.
Okay, so today we'll be discussing the pressure on specifically university students. The first thing that I want to talk to you guys about is how did you choose or how did you know that this is the major that you want to pursue? Like from high school, other than this major, you must have wanted to be a designer, an accountant, a finance, and all those stuff, or maybe a teacher. How did you guys come to a conclusion that, oh, I want to take this major? What do you see in this major?
Well, so I'm currently majoring in English right now. Honestly, back in high school, I don't really know, like, what I want to do or what I want to be in the future yet. But I just know that, English is the only subject that I'm good at. And other than that, I'm just like an average student. But English is just like, it's easier for me to catch up with it. So that's why I choose majoring in English. Not because like I love it so much or anything like I'm dying to study English. No, it's just that it's the only thing I'm good at. So I might as well just, embrace the ability of speaking English, I guess.
Since I was young, I study English and start from that time. I want to improve my English and make it to the another level. So that's the reason I choose to study in English major. And another thing is that I want to be a teacher. So I will choose this major to teach my student. Yes.
So you want to be a teacher sharing your knowledge to the newer generation. Okay. For me, myself, I found that I am really fond of painting or drawing, let's just say art in general. I have found myself drawing stuffs, animals since I was like 9 years old. I would draw it and exchange for gifts from my dads. My dad, not dads. My dad. And then until now, I'm still drawing, I'm still painting, I'm still into art, especially the traditional art. And I think next year I'll be pursuing something that relating to my passion. I'm not saying I made a wrong choice. I'm just saying late is better than never.
That's a very good statement. So for me, I'm actually majoring in two major. The first one is accounting and finance, which is pretty boring, and the second one is boring also, which is English. Okay, so me myself don't actually really want to get into this two school, but it seems like I have no choice because my family didn't want to support me to go to another school. Especially they said that architecture and fashion design is not that good for a woman, especially in my term is Gonsrai. Okay. So it's fine. I can still find my way to pursue my own, stuff. Yeah, that's all. Nice.
Well, initially I hadn't thought about studying English at all. So basically, I wanted to study more about technology, but specifically data science or media stuff like photography and videography. But I think math is just not a thing for me. I'm really kind of bad at math, so I found out English instead. So since I was a kid, I wanted to study. I mean, I've always studied English as a kid, uh, and yeah, so I picked up the English major when I came into university. That's all for me.
I think we all have our reasons for our passions. We just need to, we are all gems that need to be polished. Okay, so the next thing that I want to talk about is, do you think that if that person has talent or passion for something, should he go for that or should he focus on the marketing instead? Yeah.
Well, basically, you guys, for the university pressure for like majoring things, it's kind of pressure because some of us we don't really like figure out what we want to be yet, and some of us already figure out what they want to be yet, but they can't because of other things or family pressure. They don't allow them to embrace or show their ability. For example, just like my friends right here, she has the ability of designing. Just look at this. Both of the clothes, she designed it herself and she made it herself, by the way. And it looks fantastic, right? Just look at her. She has the ability to do all of that. But the problem is her family did not allow her to embrace her ability, but instead they choose something that the marketing needed. For example, like she's studying accounting and stuff like that. It's not what she's good at, but it's not what she want at all. But she still have to choose it because of the family pressure, right? And as for other people, maybe they, just get confused and stuff like that. So I suggest you guys should take some time to figure out what you're good at and what you actually want before choosing the major that you want to study in university, because it's actually like affect your future a lot. And it's also the biggest decision of your life as well after you graduate from high school. So yeah, that's all. Do you want to add up something? Okay.
So, okay. If you are still a high school student right now, and if you haven't decided what you wanna be or what you wanna study yet, I suggest just to follow your heart. But for some reason, you have to look at the market, nowadays too, because, in our country, we were having the free market, which means that it's much more easier for us to get into the market. And so you have to choose every majors wisely. It's for your future, basically. But if you decide to follow your heart, it's on you. It's basically everything is on you. Just be happy. Just be happy with what you have. That's it.
And for that, I want to add something too. For example, I myself I'm not saying I'm really good, but I do have like a hand for drawing. So instead of immersing myself into the field of drawing and painting, I can use my thing that I have, the drawing and the painting, to do something that is relating to my passion too. For example, architects, being an architecture also requires a good hand and a good mind, a good eyes, a pair of good eyes, and a good brain. Interior designer. Yeah, I can do those stuff too. And it's also relating to my passion. So if you have a passion and you have to be creative about it if the market is not right for you. But remember, the market is big. You can make yourself a need for people. Do you guys wanna share something that
So she mentioned before we start recording, she mentioned that she's studying Chinese as well. So I want to know, like, what kind of things that you prepare or you're planning to do that include Chinese, like why you're studying Chinese.
Fun fact, guy. Actually, the first goal that I study Chinese is because I've been watching C-drama and it's and it's really hard when we have to put the and we have to watch the movie. So I've got the idea that what if I learn Chinese, and I'm no longer watching the subtitle, and it will be easier for me. And that's the first goal, that I'm studying Chinese, guys.
Okay. That's nice. That's nice. But who knows? Maybe she could study abroad Chinese just because of she wanted to understand the she doesn't want to, watch the subtitle and want to understand Chinese. Who knows? There's so many ways that you could find what you're really passionate about. And somehow, you can find it in a really like goofy way or unexpectedly. So yeah, it's really actually depends on the timing and how you want to pursue what you're good at.
Actually, since you mentioned that you're also studying Chinese, that means you're studying at two schools, right? That brings something to my mind. Like, how do you manage it? Like the time, the workloads, and I remember you work too, right? Now that's 3 things a day. So how do you manage it? Oh, and you also study at 2 schools too. So we're gonna have to come back to you.
Guy, that's correct that you have mentioned that I've worked and also study in 2 school. I think it might sound really, really hard, but for me, I think I'm just going with the flow. If I have the assignment to do, I'll do it at the last minute also. And for the work, like, you should not pressure yourself too much. Do what you can do and don't pressure that, oh, you have to do this thing, you have to done this by that. But guy, you also have to manage your time really well, because there are 3 things, yes, you have to be done. And all in all, I guess I can manage it really well for now, but in the future, I don't know what will happen though.
That's great, Rachana. You share some tips of yours of how you handle the workloads and the timing, the schedule. But I also want to hear it from Kanjana right here. How do you manage it?
So basically, like she said earlier, the futures is not predictable. And, for now, you just tend to like try to cope with everything. So basically, as me, since I major into university, I have a lot of workloads. I tend to encounter lots of assignment and stuff. So basically, I really don't have any tips, because I tend to do things last minute. Especially, I practice one night policy a lot. Sorry for talking like a robot, but okay, whatever.
I don't want to add anything up, but I just want to ask a few questions to all of you guys. What do you guys think of free riders, and have you encountered them before? And what strategy do you use to deal with them? Anyone want to share?
Let me do the honor. Actually, we all have encountered free riders. Free riders, I don't know what to say about them, but some of them have other responsibility at other places, and they prioritize those places over the places that they have to work with us, and they drop all the workload onto us. But I just want to tell you guys that we also have our priority. We also have our responsibility at other places. You work, she has to work too. You study at another school, she studies at another school too, and I study at another school too. We're not all free. So being a free rider is really, really bad, actually, guys, for your names. No one wants to work with you. We all have encountered, right? You guys wanna share experiences with them? Like, give us some specific tea.
Oh. Oh, wait, me. Okay. Well, honestly, I have experience with a free rider before, and it's kind of hard for us to maintain a group work and, work together really well. We understand that they're busy or something like that, but you also have to know that we have the responsibility to, get the works done as well. So you might have to cooperate with us too. Like, maybe you should have like maintain your schedule better. For example, like we're discussing in a group chat, right? But you're busy or you're tired from something, but you just have to know that, but I still have to get this work done. Like you can't just use, oh, I'm tired. Let me just, let me just rest really quick. Let me just rest really quick. Like, no, you can't. So you basically just have to, you have to, cooperate that too. For example, if we're discussing in a group chat, you should have seen it, at least give one opinion or trying to give some information and help the group to work better and gain more information as well. So yeah, if you guys ever like experience free rider, maybe you should kick them out, or you could just do all the work by yourself and then just go along with it. Your choice. I don't know. But if it was me, I would literally like mention them 100 times and force them to cooperate with me. And if you don't, I'm gonna kick you out. Like, I don't care. How about you? Anybody experience any more free riders? Do you wanna do it?
I'm gonna take the honor right now. So basically, as you guys see, having responsibility is not that hard. You just have to manage your time well. And if you are a free rider, this message is for you. Don't be a free rider. It's not good. It's a bad thing. Okay.
So to sum it all up, in order for you to choose the one that is right for you, you need to consider what's good for you. And yeah, learn about yourself first, because when you know what you're good at and what you have a mind for, you have your heart for it, everything will work out for you. And another thing is time management. You should manage your time really well, because don't procrastinate anything. You'll just stress yourself out and give yourself anxiety. The last thing that we talk about is free rider. Don't be free riders, because you're not gonna get far. I think that's all. Yeah, let's wrap it up right here. Let's play our Monopoly. Thank you, guys. Can you hear me? Come on, test one. So right now we are testing our mics for the assignment of our C1B course, and let's hope it goes well.
Like, assignment is like the biggest one, like the most stressful things ever.
Pressure you so much. Hey.
Gonna talk about the pressure that university students are facing right now, especially first year students.